Why are there no jumbo tanks? Quick plug, like and share. Now why don't militaries just make tanks bigger, as bigger tanks mean bigger guns? Well, for most impractical, and ridiculous ideas, we looked at Germany during the Second World War. While nations like the UK created super heavy tanks like the old Gang II, the Panzerkampfwagen Mark 8, known as the Mouse tank, was and still remains as the heaviest tank ever constructed. It weighed 188 tons, and was 10.2 meters by 3.71 meters by 3.63 meters, with a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour and a max range of 160 kilometers on road and 62 kilometers off-road. So why weren't they used? In short, they sucked. They were pigs on resources, weighed a ton, to the point that the Mouse would crush bridges under its weight. They're also really slow and require lots of fuel. And they are also large targets, so bombers, artillery and other tanks can easily incapacitate them. Mega weapons like the Schwerer Gustav, a weapon that is like 2 trains with a cannon on top, was an easy target for bombing because of its size. That's why the Land Cruiser P-1000 Rate, which was over 5 times the weight of the Mouse, was never built. The Rate was so excessive, that even with the support of the failed Austrian artist, Bertold Albert Speer, the Minister of Armaments and War Production, had to kibosh the design. While the Rate would be 350 tons lighter than the Gustav, the proposed tank would ride on 2 groups of triple treads, with naval cannons as its primary cannons and dedicated anti-air guns. The tank would have a proposed maximum speed of about 40 km per hour, requiring 8 Daimler-Benz 20-cylinder diesel marine engines, and a size of 35 meters by 11 meters by 14 meters. Nothing's better than a large, slow-moving target for bombers, artillery or other tanks to shoot at. But many of these more ridiculous ideas were lost as the war ended. As well, with the increased efficiency of anti-tank weapons like RPGs and tank mines, having a large, high maintenance, high crew capacity, and in particular, expensive tank that can be disabled by a well-placed mine destroying one of the tracks, makes it less ideal to invest all that money in one machine that can be destroyed by a single enemy with a $350 RPG-7, with a single rocket costing around $50. Meaning that for $400, one person can cripple a multi-million-dollar vehicle. A look at the tank losses in Ukraine. About 2,200 Russian tanks have been destroyed during the Russians' invasion from the 24th of February 2022, until current date. So why would you focus a large amount of resources on one tank, when you could disperse it between multiple tanks? But that's just one answer why.